G'day humans, Chris Stead here. Today we're going to go through the most requested features from fans for the upcoming PC handheld Lenovo Legion Go 2. So back in April, I was at Lenovo's Innovate event in Bangkok, and I got a fair bit of time with the gaming category manager for Lenovo, Clifford Chong. Now, during one of those conversations that we were having, he admitted for the first time that there was going to be a Lenovo Legion Go 2 PC handheld device. Now, I put that video up on the channel, so you can go check that out. In fact, I'll link it at the end of this video and put a link in the comments if you want to see what he said at the time. But obviously it got a lot of attention and a lot of people were very interested. Very exciting to know that one is on the way, a sequel to the, pretty decently and well-regarded, pretty respected and well-regarded Lenovo Legion Go 1. So on that video, I got a heck of a lot of comments from a lot of fans who weighed straight in with what they expected to see in the Lenovo Legion Go 2. And I've collated all of that and put it together and come up with a top 10 of the features that have been most requested by fans of the Legion Go that they want to see Lenovo put into the upcoming sequel. Now, we're going to have to go through those 10, but obviously if there's anything in there that you think that I've missed or you think that the people have missed in the community already and you want to add, absolutely, add it into the comments below and let's talk about it. But for right now, let's get into those top 10 features that fans are expecting to see in the Lenovo Legion Go 2. 1. RAM. So one of the most requested new features is a big bump up in the RAM. People want at least 32 gigabytes of RAM in general. They want to see RAM well above what the system resource requirements are. And this, I think, is a smart move. It's going to provide more flexibility for the device. It's going to put it under less strain. People can use it more as a PC as well, which a lot of people also commented on. It might also help with just the strain that it falls under, and that might also help with sound. Because sound was another thing that a lot of people brought up as making it quieter. It was quite a loud device, the Legion Go 1. And they might also bring in the new hyperchamber cooling, which could also lower the sound. I know that they referenced that, and I've got a whole video on hyperchamber cold front if you want to go check out exactly what it's about. But yeah, more RAM was probably the #1 most requested thing from the fans. 2. If RAM was #1, then very closely behind it was an OLED panel. Gamers want an OLED panel on the Legion Go 2. And if we add to the brightness, it'll offer more brightness, deeper blacks. Don't know about battery efficiency. They can kind of go either way, but definitely a request for OLED. A few people mentioned 4K, but that wasn't a big thing. A lot of people did speak about doing 1920 by 1200 aspect ratio. Definitely landscape native landscape, absolutely. And also some improvements to HDR were another kind of request that fell under the idea of having just that bit better, sharper screen. 3, variable refresh rate, VRR. I really hope that we see this in the Lenovo Legion Go 2. It's probably top of my list. I just want to see that ability for it to just run games at a smoother, more enjoyable frame rate, to be able to have that flexibility to move up and down when required, which should also help with battery life and overall efficiency. So yeah, VRR, we're definitely hoping we see that. Speaking of battery life, obviously that's something that everybody's going to want to see. That's number 4. Longer battery life, yes please. A lot of the things that we're seeing in this list will hopefully allow for a machine that is more efficient, and therefore that's going to help with battery life, but obviously bigger battery capacity would be desirable. And also, while on the subject, faster charging as well. At number 5, we have something that was asked by a lot of people, and that's to do with the CPU. People want to see that new AMD Z2 Extreme chipset in the Lenovo Legion Go 2. Now, it's reportedly going to be offering 8 cores. It's using the Zen 5 architecture, and we're expecting to see it get launched in Q1 2025, which definitely puts it into the frame for what could be going to the Lenovo Legion Go 2, which we're not expecting to see before Q1 2025. That said, I'm wondering whether or not Lenovo might consider going with Snapdragon. They've been doing a lot of work at the moment with the Snapdragon X Elite chip. We've seen that come into some of their laptops, and it's created a really big improvement for battery life, efficiency, battery life being two things that we really want to see improved in the Lenovo Legion Go 2. And the Snapdragon X Elite is certainly going to help with that, but it doesn't seem to be taking a performance hit at all. So we're getting kind of the performance and the battery saving at the same time. So I'm wondering if the ground and the success that they've had with the Snapdragon chips in the Lenovo laptops is something that we might end up seeing carry across to the Legion Go 2 as well into the future. But obviously the Z2 Extreme is there as well as an option, and something that definitely fans have been asking for. At number 6, we have design. A lot of people brought this up as being something I'd like to see improved. Words like lighter, sexier, more ergonomic were used. We want to see bezel-less displays was another thing that was brought up. We want to see more color variation, not just the one color that we had with the Lenovo Legion Go. More better, stronger LED controls, LED light controls was also something that was requested. And a few different just refinement to the controls, a bit more rounded, a bit more ergonomic, as I mentioned, and potentially dual touchpads could be another thing that was brought up as being a quality of life improvement. A particular piece of commentary I thought that was quite interesting was talking about what shouldn't change. And a few people mentioned definitely don't change the size of that screen, or at least don't make it smaller than 8 inches. Go bigger, but do not make it smaller. And definitely the big screen was a huge part of why we loved the Lenovo Legion Go. But also people mentioned don't change the price. So keep the price at least what it is now. Don't escalate the price massively, and considering what's in this wish list, that could be challenging, but that is a request of the fans, and you know, not an awfully big surprise if we're being honest. And one of the other things about what shouldn't change, which I thought was really interesting, is a few people call out don't drop support for the Legion Go 1. They want to see that continue to be supported moving forward, and I think I totally agree with that, and I really hope that is what happens. And from what I know, having spent a fair bit of time with Lenovo, they will continue to support the Go 1. At number 8, we have audio. Now that was something that was brought up by a couple of people about improving the onboard audio experience with better speakers, better Dolby support. And I think, like, obviously upgrading to the latest Bluetooth would also be advisable. You know, a lot of other people are going to use different audio solutions with the Lenovo Legion Go 2, but considering that you can potentially just set it up and use it in for different use cases and needs, including watching a movie, then why not have better speakers? At number 9, we have something I thought was quite interesting. A lot of people brought up how they'd like to use their Lenovo Legion Go 2 as a PC alternative. They want to see better support for that use case scenario. So looking towards that, USB 4.0 ports, let's get the Thunderbolt in there, let's allow that to double as a display port and get that out to monitors as required. There was some interesting commentary about having a dedicated dock accessory, so a dock specifically made for the Legion Go 2, so you can set it up, plug it into a monitor, and off you go. And also better storage support, so whether that's M.2 hard drives or just better internal storage, that's another request that the fans have made for the Lenovo Legion Go 2. And finally, at number 10, we have something I thought was pretty intriguing. A couple of people had some commentary around the idea of the Lenovo Legion Go 2 coming in 2 different variants. The new premium device that is building on what we've already experienced with the Legion Go 2, with the Lenovo Legion Go, including many of the points that we've mentioned in this video already, but then also a Legion Go Mini, something that's a little bit more compact. So it takes away that bigger screen, which is obviously a huge selling point, but is a lot lighter, a lot more portable, a lot more demanding, a lot less demanding, and has attached controllers and is a bit more of a concise device. And that's interesting. We saw Nintendo go down this route with its variants of the Switch to reasonable success. So yeah, there's some interest out there, and maybe Lenovo having a think about going with a mini variant for the people who just found the Lenovo Legion Go to just be a killer piece of tech that they really wanted, but just a little too behemoth for their needs. So there we go, guys. That's a rundown of the requests from the fans around that initial content that I delivered about the reveal of a Lenovo Legion Go 2 being in the works and definitely being on the way, which was an exciting announcement at the time, but obviously was well ahead of anything actually concrete coming to hand. So what do you think? Good list? Missing a few things? Asking for too much? Get in the comments, let us know what you think. Let us know if you think they can add all those stuff and what price that would end up being, because I think that's going to end up being quite the limiting factor, is what can I get in there without blowing the cost out to something extreme. Okay, I'm Chris Stead. Make sure you check out those other videos. Like I said, if you're interested in the new cooling stuff that Lenovo is getting into, check out that hyper chamber cold front video. It's really interesting what they're doing and the impact it's having on efficiency and temperature. And also, if you want to, you can go check out the original quote from Clifford Chong, where he revealed that the handheld is indeed on the way, the Lenovo Legion Go 2. All right, I'm Chris Stead. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'll check you later.